essential, always and forever, is water. You guys, fun fact, I've never been a fan of water throughout my entire life. I actually started drinking water like a few years ago, but more now than ever, since I moved to this apartment, I have been drinking so much water every single day. It's like a necessity for me. And I feel like it's become tradition for me to grab my water and drink. A little ASMR. Hello, my name is Maria Mercedes Alvarez. I am your host, and this podcast is called Walking Through Faith. A little ASMR. Did you see that I was like doing like this as a speaker? Y'all, I'm tired. I've been working all day today. We're gonna work all this week too, and the weekend and everything, but I have some exciting news. I got baptized! Woo! It was amazing. Wow. I don't even know how to begin. I know that I said that I was probably gonna have like the words to describe how it was and how I was feeling and everything, but nothing can describe this feeling like at all. Like every time that I try to think of something, my mind is completely blank. It is the best feeling in the entire world. The amount of peace, of like ease and like just like sense of like just relaxation that I felt last week, I was like so happy, so excited. I wouldn't say I was nervous or scared or like stressed. No, nothing of that at all. If anything, it was just so like, I would say like anxious, just because I couldn't wait for that day. Like, I can't wait for this day. I can't wait for this day. I can't wait for this day. And you know, sometimes whenever you can't wait for something, you're so excited for it, and then the day comes and it's either really good or like whatever, and then afterwards you kind of have like withdrawals and you're like, man, I wish like I was back there, or like well, I don't feel any like thing like that. It's more like, I made it. I don't know, like it's like, I did it. Like, and the fact that this is just the beginning, I don't even know how to even describe it. Like I said, like, it's just the most, like, genuinely, I mean it, the most amazing feeling ever. I feel so calm, so happy, so joyful. I was definitely seeing a change of like just the way who I am as a person and how I treat others for the past few weeks now. But not like this, like not like this. Like, I'm not faced by anything. I'm not faced by it at all. If anything, I'm just like, oh, you're so broken. Let me give you that love. Let me give you that joy. Even if I don't even receive the slightest bit back, I don't care, because I know I'm doing good, and I know that like my heart is good and it's at a most beautiful, vulnerable place it's ever been. And like I was telling my friends, I was like, this is just like me like planting my seed. Like, this is just me like sprinkling some water and just like giving it some spice. Like, and the fact that I'm just like, my seed is now rooted. Like, that's, I don't know why, but that's like how I was able to explain it. Like, by all means, That's what it's giving. So it's like the seed is like rooted, and like we like put some holy water in it. And this is just the beginning, and I feel like this, and I've been feeling this for a while now, but like now it's like 100%. Does that make sense? Like, I know it was 100% before. Like, I didn't even have to get baptized for me to feel 100%. But it's just more, because I was already baptized, but it was just more for myself. I was so guided to like be like, you should get baptized again. Like, why don't you think about it? Like, and I was like, oh no, like, why? Like, I'm already baptized. Like, da 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 da. And look, it happened, and I don't know what would have been or would have happened if I didn't listen to that voice in my head. If I didn't listen to that Holy Spirit, because the blessing of it afterwards, like the feeling, the everything, like I wouldn't trade this for the world. And it's just absolutely amazing. I love this so much. I feel like I'm on cloud 9. You know, when you're in cloud 9, you're like, oh, just wait for it to drop. You know what I mean? Just wait for it, like, oh, you're in your love stage. Like, you're just like, oh, your honeymoon, whatever you want to call it. Nah, this is forever and ever and ever and ever, and just gonna get bigger and bigger and stronger, and I'm gonna gain more wisdom and more knowledge, and I'm gonna become more vulnerable and more nurturing and more this and more that, and I just can't wait. Like, me as a personality, I'm very giving. I love to help others. I'm very giving. No matter what happens, like, I'm gonna be there for you at the end of the day. And I used to be like this so much. Like, no matter how much you hurt me, I'm still gonna care and love you. And some people are like, you're just way too nice. Like, you're just way too nice. You let people walk all over you. Like, you have such a pure heart. Just wait till you hit reality, and like this and that. And then that honestly got me afraid of like life and living and being like, you know, like that got me afraid of what like my few years were gonna be and everything. And maybe they were right. I do give a lot, and I am way too nice to others. But at least I will be known that I'm way too nice and I give everything, rather than being mean or rude, not giving anything. And like, it's who I am, and I'm not changing that for anybody. And now, when like I've been reading my Bible and everything, it just made me really think, like, I was living through what God wanted, how God wanted me to live, if that makes sense. And the fact that I'm getting back to that root, but of course more wisdom than ever. Like, I've lived through a lot of stuff in my life. I would rather live the way like I am. This is a seed that's been rooted, and it's gonna grow into, like I was saying, like a massive tree with so much fruit and flowers and everything. I just know that I hope that my tree is filled with good and beautiful flowers, and is sweet and like refreshing, and this, I don't know, like that's just the way that like I hope I get to grow and be. I'm doing this with him by my side forever and always. Like, I tried doing it my own way. I tried doing it my own way, and it brought me nothing but just pure insanity. It's just, no. The only way to live, I truly feel, is with him and through him and everything. Other than that, you're a complete mess, utteral mess. Like, you're depressed, you're sad, anxiety, this and that, blah 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 blah. Like, you guys nothing. I felt nothing but happiness and joy and calmness. I know my friends and family has noticed that and seen that, but I hope that it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and I'm just like the best version of myself that he wanted, as like how he made me, you know, times 100. I don't know. But anyhow, today I really didn't have any plans for this episode. I just kind of wanted to talk about my baptism and how the day went. You guys won't be seeing this until probably like a month. I got baptized February 16th, and I don't know when you guys will see this episode, but because I have some pre-recorded. I'm actually going to be going away on a work trip, and I wanted to make sure that I have like the videos for you guys for 2 Fridays in a row. Just finished Matthew last night / this morning. I just had two extra chapters this morning, and then today I'm actually gonna start with Palms chapter 1 through 10, and then I go to Numbers. I'm following this book, and you guys have been asking me, actually, it's like, oh Maria, how do I start, or I don't know where to begin. Girl, me neither. I have been just like guided through this. It's a book that my dear friend Amanda, that you guys met on episode 3, she gifted this to me. It's called The Bible in 52 Weeks, a year-long Bible study, and it's by Dr. Kimberly D. Moore. And there's so many stuff in here. It tells you, for example, here, give me 1 second. So this is week 2, but this is whenever I was fasting. It says week 2, and it tells you the daily readings right up here on the side. Man, I wish I was closer to you guys. But it tells you right here. I'm sorry. It says day 1 Genesis, like chapters 22 to 25, and day 2 Genesis 26 to 29, like yada yada, so forth. And then on the 7th day is to catch up on any readings you've missed. So if you did miss a day or 2 or a chapter or whatever, just catch up on that reading. And it's just kind of rest day. It's more like recollecting and like what has happened. And then so at like right here, it kind of it does not give you a summary at all. So it's a cute little message, I say, that kind of describes and shows you happens, but also giving you that message to kickstart your intentions, I would say. And then it just tells you on the side, it says like actions for the week. Take a few minutes 3 times this week to pray for direction to set your goals back on track. Number 2 is committing to watching a video or listening to a podcast that will help you jumpstart your creative juices in your particular area of interest. Number 3 says put a timeline in place to accomplish some of your goals one at a time. And number 4 says share your goals and timelines with someone so they can help you like be accountable. Beautiful messages, and it's 52 weeks, and every single week is readings like every like part is different, every actions are different, every message is different, and it also gives you a little like reflection. So I kind of wrote some stuff down. You do not see at all this stuff. It says like, what goals did you give up on that just seem too far-fetched? I really love, like I said, like helping others and everything. I was never afraid of helping and like blood or this and that. I was never queasy. I was never like, what do I do in certain situations? And I feel like it's just because every situation has happened. I've broken pretty much every single thing in my body. I have had 3 concussions. I cut myself a lot, like accidentally. Like I'm very accident prone. God, please protect me. But I'm very accident prone. So I was never like afraid. I was always like, oh, I know what to do. I'm like, oh, here we go. Like this is happening. Or like I got it, which I also really, really enjoyed. In high school, I took this like athletic physical training kind of class, like first aid class. I loved it. I had so much fun. I loved anatomy. Science, oh, was my favorite subject. I loved it so much. I think what really crushed my dreams was chemistry. Chemistry is hard. I know it's like not like so hard. Like it just depends if you like it or not. I had a mix of emotions with it. I liked it, but I knew that like if I was able to do nurse or doctor or anything, I would have to do organic chemistry and then this and that. And I just kept hearing from some like close friends and stuff like that there are having a doctor's degree or nurse degree or family and stuff like that. They would be like, yeah, it's so hard, like I couldn't even pass it, I had to take it like da 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 da. And I just had this fear of failure, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. Yeah, I would rather not fail and be left like, okay, well, now what? You know what I mean? I took the easy way out. I loved ever since I was a baby. I loved kind of just experimenting and setting up stuff and organizing and just little things like that. Pretty much my life, my parents did my birthday for me until I was like 10 years old. I was like, I know what I want. This is how I want it. This is where I want this and that, blah, blah, blah. My 15th birthday, did it all by myself. I was so excited. 16th birthday, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I planned everything. I knew exactly how I wanted it. And that kind of made me like a little bit of a control freak. I'm not gonna lie. Because with me, honestly, I would say not anymore. I've been getting so much better on this. Like, I don't know how I automatically just got better at it. I know it's him, but like I don't even know how to even explain it, like how or when it happened, like whatever. But no, I know it definitely happened like around like January, like with fasting, because before I was like, but I was very much of a control freak. I wanted everything done my way because I knew like my way was like nothing bad would happen, or if it did happen, like I would blame it on myself because like I'm the one that messed it up, and I didn't want to blame others because when like somebody messes it up, then I get like mad and like just like I hold too much in. I'm just kind of like or like was so stressed and or thinking I was a complete mess. Let me say that. But yeah. Anywho, I wanted everything done my way, and that's the way. And I would carry too much because I would do everything just because like I was such a perfectionist and this and that. Even when it came to like small little things, like I would say, color coding my closet and doing this and doing that, blah 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 blah, which sometimes like I still do, but it's not as bad. I'm just kind of like whatever, it doesn't matter, like oh yeah, I just put it there, like I'll get it done another time, or blah 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 blah. Like I don't eat myself alive from it anymore because bro, I was very this needs to get done, like no now, like blah blah blah. Which I have my days that I'm just like, okay, I need to clean this up, I need to get this system, blah blah blah. But I'm very much organized and clean and this and that, but not as I was. Like I was very much of a control freak. Like this needed to be done, like this and blah 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 blah. If it's not done at this time, blah, 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 I'm gonna go insane. Like I'm running out of time. Like blah blah blah. Like now I'm not like that. That I could say. Like and I hope that. I mean, none of my friends honestly have like noticed, or I haven't done anything like that to even for them to notice. Oh, we'll see. Whatever. I'm ranting now. But anyway, yeah, that's definitely changed for me. I used to love doing events and weddings. That was my topic. I just remember, girl, you're far off track. But yeah, and I did I finished my degree with hospitality, tourism management, event and wedding plannings. I love it so much. I would love to do weddings and events and birthday parties and everything, all the above. Like, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, so much fun. I love it and I enjoy it too much. I want to go back to school and hopefully, I wouldn't say I want to do labor and delivery and nurse anymore. I mean, I do. I would. Like, I could. I know I could. But I want to start slowly but surely. I wouldn't say it's just because I'm afraid of failing. It's just because I want to test the waters first before I commit. This didn't even sound better at all. Like, another thing would be like the money as well. Like, cause I pay out of pocket, so I'll have to. I do want to do sonograms. I want to go to do ultrasounds and x-rays and MRIs. So I'll just have to figure out which field I would like to go in, but I'd definitely be having a degree in sonogram. And you see, if I really like it and if I want to keep growing in that field, I say I push for me to be a labor and delivery nurse. But for now, I'm kind of just like stepping my toes in. Like, I don't have to go full deep right now unless the Lord tells me, no, this is what you're doing. I'm like, all right. Okay. I feel like I have those moments a lot that he's like, you gotta do this. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And it's like, it's not like I'm gonna be like, why? But why? Like, no, I don't want to. Like, I'm just gonna be like, are you sure? You sure? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm like, but I'm like, okay. Like, these are his intentions. There's definitely something good coming out of this and this as well. So, like, things how I would like to, like, want them. But at the end of the day, like, I'm going through his path. At the end of the day, I don't know what could be in store tomorrow or in a few years or in a few months or anything. And I just have to keep trusting in him. Keep trusting in him no matter what the outcome is. Like, you will know, you know? And I want to volunteer at the church. I've been really wanting to volunteer. I just have to kind of get my work schedule together and a little bit of my life together so I can manage like my time. But I would really love to volunteer, even with the kids or middle school, high school, or even the boys. I love the boys. So much fun. Just anything like that, I would love to. I feel like me personally, like, I've been doing so good and I'm getting so much knowledge, but I want to be like even better. So what visions or dreams do you have that you need to pick and dust off? I said not being good enough. This was like actually like the second week of this year. So January something. January probably 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. But I said, not being good enough. That's so sad because now that I see this, it's like, what visions or dreams do you have that you need to pick up and dust off? That's not even a vision or a dream. It's just like me personally, like that's how I was feeling, not being good enough. And now being an entire month from a few days, or I'm just like, wow, you are enough, my bravest. You are enough, my girl. Like, I love you. Yeah, like, I love, like, me. Like, I know I'm enough, and I know everybody's enough. So that's just a good feeling to just read this back and just being like, I am good enough. Like, knowing that I was going through that a month ago today, and I was feeling like that, and me personally, I've thought that I was like so good and this and that. This is what I mean, like, this is just the beginning, and I feel like already good, and I feel like I'm enough, and this and that. But I want, like you don't even know what the years are ahead, and like my head and my wisdom and my knowledge is gonna be like, this is amazing. Like, I could say right now, it's like I am enough and actually mean it, and I can't even imagine like what it would be like later. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's something I need to work on. Keep stop saying like it does not make sense, because it does make sense. It's just in my head. It's in my brain, and I've talked about it. I don't know if it's the last episode or 2 episodes ago, but I've been working on it a lot, y'all. I have. But I said not finding the right people that are gonna push me to my limit, like push me to like become better version of me. And I did. I found some of my friends, and I love that because it's like not being able to find like that's so sad. Again, that I was saying that, but then it sees your growth and it sees how far you've come in it's the shortest amount of time if you actually had faith and just like believing and working and processing and like building myself. It's just amazing. It's the most amazing feeling in the world, just seeing this and be like, no, but you can find the right people. And they are going to push you, and you're going to push them. And you guys are going to grow together. And it's just the most amazing, beautiful feeling. And I said studying, oh, that's another thing. Studying because of the labor and delivery nurse or sonogram or anything like that. And then my body image. Wow. Me personally, I think I've been way better in my body image, but that's because I have been kind of losing weight, kind of like a little bit like crazy, but not like in a bad way. I've just been meal prepping and eating so much healthier and eating tons more like fruits and vegetables to my meal and protein. And I've cut out like a lot of carbs. Like, don't get me wrong, I would like, if I feel like having a burger or a pizza, or I'm craving some like Nutella and banana, or if I'm craving whatever, I'm gonna eat it. Like, there's nothing that's stopping me. Like, I'm gonna eat it. Like, if I want a cookie, like I just ate a whole bag of cookies that my sister just got like made for me for Valentine's Day. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Like, there's no problem with that. But I've definitely like, my entire grocery list was like, I would say like 80% vegetables and fruits. Like, I've been eating so much healthier just to actually nourish and like feed my like flesh and my soul, because with fasting, I love those juice cleanses. It was so good, especially the orange blast. I would so drop down that recipe if you guys want to do that. Oh, amazing. I love it. Wow, recommend it to everybody. Orange blast is my favorite. But I loved it. I was craving it like last week, and I made it again. Like, I didn't care. Like, it was so good. What else? Then for that second week of fasting, because the first week was just complete juice cleanse, had nothing but juice and water, which is fine. Then for the second week, it was just pure fruits and vegetables, but I was eating more fruits. Just fruits and vegetables and Then by the third week, I was eating just fruits and vegetables, but I did add some like vegan protein or vegan food, but nothing fried, nothing this, nothing that. Like the most crazy thing ever, but I didn't. And my body, I would say the third week definitely made my body like very, very, very tired. I was falling asleep. Because I wasn't getting the right nutrients. I was getting like the fruits and the vegetables, but I wasn't getting like carbs or like protein. I was getting protein from like plant proteins and like stuff like that, but I don't know, like I know definitely for sure I was missing something, and I was getting me super tired and super sleepy, and I was just like I couldn't even pick up something. I was just like but I had to keep pushing forward. And I did it, and I completed it, and I was so grateful after fasting. I felt so good, and from there, it was like, oh, if I'm able to eat all of that and do all that, like, I could definitely do it now. So now I meal prep, and I have like fruits and vegetables and everything and all of stuff. Like, I just love it. Like, it's been my go-to, and I feel so much happier and more energized. There's days that I'm like, I'm tired because like I work too much. But other than that, like I've been doing really, really good, and I'm very proud of that. So that's pretty much it of like the book itself, and I love that book. It's so good. It really helps, and it keeps me accountable, and me and Amanda just keep each other accountable with that as well. Really nice to like read and look back through like the stuff that you wrote, or like we just did right now, like looking back and seeing like the changes. Talk a little bit more about my baptism though. I'm gonna talk about it. So that entire day. Oh, another thing. I'm sorry, you guys. I have been reading. Okay, I wake up, which I've been getting better. I wake up and I read my verse of the day, and then I pick up my Bible and I read my chapters that day, that morning. And if I don't have the time, because I woke up late and I was snoozing my alarms, I'm getting better, I promise. I read them at night, but lately, after my baptism, the Holy Spirit has definitely been doing its work. When I tell you it's work, it's work. It's been like, wake up, it's Bible time. And I'm like, just opening my eyes. I'm like, how am I supposed to read my Bible right now? I'm like, but I do it. I promise I do it. So yes, that has been really helping me, because I've been waking up either early or I'm not running late, but I woke up like not as early as I wanted to. Guys, when I tell you I'm reading my Bible or I'm doing the verse of the day or my prayer and something, I tell you, time stops. Time stops, because nothing better in the entire world than I have been reading my verses, doing my prayers, reading my Bible, and it's like only been like 10, 20 minutes. And I swear, I mean it. Like, I am reading these chapters. I'm not going fast. I'm not skimming. I'm like literally taking my time. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wow. And I'm highlighting. I'm taking notes. And then I'm like, okay, it's time to read the verse of the day. I read the verse of the day. I watch the video. The video is like probably like 2 to 5 minutes long, depending on whoever is like recorded the verse of the day. Then from there, I am reading like some scripture from there, and then like they give you like a little prayer card to save. I read it out loud, I pray with that, I save it. Then from there, there's another little small reading. I'm reading that, then I like click out of it, and then there's like a praying guide, and I'm doing it. Tell me why time stops. It stops because I'm taking my sweet time. I'm probably sounding so crazy to you guys, like, all right. No, I mean it. Like, please, this has ever happened to you guys, please comment down below, because I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, time is stopping, and it's like amazing, because then I'm like, not like, I feel like before I was like, no, I'm gonna be late to work. I have to go do I'll read the Bible later. Boom. Oh no. I read the verse like whenever I'm like driving out. Like I'll hit like audio and I'm just like, dude, nothing like that. And then I'm like, I'm still running late when I woke up early. When I did this, like this is like I'm actually waking up on time, or like, bro, I mean it. And it changes so much. Like, you personally, I'm ready to knock the world. Like, I'm so happy, I'm so joyful. I'm like, all right, Brett, like, time for breakfast. I have time to like do this and do that. Like, this morning I was organizing my clothes, and I was like, I look at the time and I'm like, I still have so much time. Like, let me do some breakfast, like, or let me just chill and like kind of just highlight this or write some notes, like, and then I'm like, oh, the time, like, and then I'm like, blah, 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 and then I'm like, oh wow, like, I still have like 30 minutes to get to work. Like, I'm completely fine. Like, it's insane. I don't know, like, I don't know if it has happened to you guys, if you've done this, or oh, please let me know, because I feel like I'm going crazy, but I'm not. I mean it. It's happening, and it feels amazing, and I am definitely loving it. I'm loving it. The Holy Spirit has been doing its work, and I love it. Blessings are blessings. But enough said about that. My baptism. That's where we're at. Like I said, it was like an indescribable feeling. I woke up that morning and I was ready to start the day. I like prayed the night before, and me personally, I prayed the night before and I completely lost track of anything. And I was like, oh, like I need to get some rest. And it's like, wait, you're not done with this or you're not done with that. I'm like, okay. And I kept praying and praying, like I said what I had to say. Then all of a sudden my mind went, necklace, necklace. And I was like, necklace? What necklace? What is it talking about? It's like, necklace. I was like, what? Like, what necklace? Like, and I was like, what necklace? Then I'm like, the necklace. I immediately get up, grab my necklace from my drawer. I found like a few months ago in my grandma's jewelry box this beautiful cross necklace, because I already have a cross necklace and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous and it's also my grandma's. But this necklace, it definitely stands out. So this necklace, I saw it and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful, it's so nice. And I'm like, I'm not gonna wear it because like, who knows. But then I was like, I'm gonna wear it right now. But then something told me, I was like, nah, just wait for the right time, right moment. You'll know when. I'm like, okay. Like in the few months ago, I was never thinking like, oh, I'll wear my baptism. No. And then around December, I know I remembered about the necklace because I saw it and everything. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear it for Christmas or for Christmas Eve or like to start the new year. I'm gonna wear my new necklace. And something was like, no, you're not. Leave it there. I'm like, okay. And I was sitting, I was waiting, and then finally, it was a starting point. It was this class that I was taking, yada yada yada. Is it crazy? Why do I want to get baptized? Again? Like, is this even okay? Should I get baptized again? Like, and then it's like something, a whole week was like guiding me through it all, like why I should get baptized, like this and that, like my head, like, and then from there, every little video that I would watch, it was like baptism was showing up, and I was just like, oh, all right, this is a sign now into my head. It's been in my head for a few months. And then they were like, oh, like, and you guys can also sign up for a random baptism. I was like, oh, my baptism. Perfect date. I was actually gonna do it on my grandma's birthday, February 9th. Like, they had openings for that day. But I told myself, I'm like, no, I'm gonna let my grandma's day be my grandma's day. You know, like, that's good. That's okay. Like, even though I would love to be like, oh yeah, I got baptized on my grandma's birthday, like it would mean a lot to me. But I told her, no. I told myself, I told myself, I was like, no, like this is gonna be your day and your special day. So I did it the week like prior, like no, not prior is before. I did it after her birthday. Wow, you guys, I have no words. I was so blessed, so happy. Like I was saying the night before, the necklace, it reminded me of the necklace. I kind of like just like prayed with my little like, no, I didn't have it on, but I like prayed like with it, like holding on to it. And I was just reading my verses, prayed, and then my mind, I wrote it down actually. It's in my notes. I may post it. I think when I post my baptism pictures, I'm either gonna like put it in the caption, or I'm gonna post it like as like an actual picture. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But that night before, like around, I think it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I don't remember exactly. It was like 10, 15, right? Watch me be completely 100% right. 10, 15. Like wrote down like the little message, just for myself. Just because I've been writing down like whenever the Holy Spirit does something, you're like, he literally said to me, now you're ready to get baptized. And began to cry my eyes out because that whole week I was already crying, like good, kind of good ways. But I began to cry, and I was like, "Thank you." Like, are you sure? Like, I was like, it wasn't even like, "Are you sure?" It was like, really, like, and I was just crying, and he was like, "Yes, like now get some rest." He literally said, "Get some rest. You have a long day tomorrow." And yes, like, mind you, I had a long day. Long day. I think that day never stopped, but I'm so grateful it didn't stop. But it was a very long day. Like, he was right about that. But now that I think about it. But anywho, yeah, he told me to get some rest, and I did. I got the best sleep ever that day. And it wasn't like, you know when you're excited about something? Sorry. You know when you're excited about something that you can't sleep and you're like back and forth and tossing and turning, yada yada yada. No. I was knocked and I woke up like alive. I woke up feeling alive. I grabbed my phone. I read my verse. I grabbed my Bible. I read some like I think I read like a chapter or two that day. Oh wait. Yeah, okay, so I did read the chapter 2, but this is how it happened. I completely missed the whole point of this whole thing. I'm thinking so much about something, you guys. I don't know, it just keeps popping up in my brain. Give me a second. I need to do this before. That scared me with a dog. I need to do this so I can actually concentrate. Okay, I'm back. So, what I was saying. Sorry, like it was in the back of my brain, and I kept thinking about it while I was talking, and I completely lost the point of it. So that night, I was like, God, I want a message from you. I want a sign from you. I want, like, give me something. And I was like, where should I read? What should I read? And something told me, something literally told me to go to Proverbs. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But Proverbs. Oh, that's crazy. I literally had it like, okay. I just literally, okay, so I'm in Palms, right? And then I go. And this is literally at the page I needed to be. I love the Lord. I love him. It's so funny. I think I just like saved it like a few minutes ago, but anyway. Proverbs. And I immediately go, and I think I'm in the last few chapters, and it's like, I can't remember exactly, 5, 3, 6, but yeah, and I'm like, okay, so am I supposed to go to like chapter 53 verse 6, and then I'm like, there's no chapter 53. It's like, no, this doesn't make any sense. And then I was like, I feel like my mind was just like not doing its thing. So I closed the book and I was like, okay, God, guide me where I need to go. What do I need to read? Where do I need to go? I immediately opened the page to Proverbs again. And so I'm like, okay, so Proverbs it is. Like, that's it. I was like, what chapter do I need to read? And something just goes, 2. Chapter 2. And I'm like, okay, chapter 2? He's like, yeah, read Proverbs chapter 2. And I go, okay, heard. I got it. Chapter 2. You guys, when I tell you that after reading this, I cried and I said, you were so good to me. You were so good to me. You were like, it was, I don't want to cry right now, but it was beautiful, and it's everything that I needed that night. Like, everything that I needed that night, because I feel like chapter 2 describes so much of my past and my like present and future at the same time. I know that I don't have to read this, but I want to read it and share with you guys. It was such an amazing feeling to feel heard and understood, and knowing that my past, present, and future is in those verses right there. And even one specific word, well, one verse itself, like completely was like, this is exactly what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. But there was one word here specifically that in my head, as soon as I was reading, I read that word and the song popped in my head. And it's a song I used to listen to in the past, and I have some very, very good memories with the song. Guys, I was so in shock of what that said, and then that's word, and then the rest of the lyrics of the verses were like, that's my past. That's my past. And now this is my future, my present right now. That's amazing. That's amazing. And I was like, wow. And then the second time around, I actually recorded a video of me reading that verse. I recorded a video of me reading that verse because when that was happening, when I was getting that message, I pulled my phone out and I was like, okay, I'm going to read it out loud. I'm going to record it. But my voice was like, no, don't record it. Just enjoy it. Just read it. Just read it. And if you want to share it later, share it or record tomorrow. Like, don't record now. I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. So I turned off the recording and I put it on the side. Then the next day, when I woke up, I was like, okay, I feel like it's right for me to share this now. And then so I shared it, and I was telling you guys about it. But then I was like, I feel like you should read chapter 3 today. I think this is for you today. And then I read chapter 3. Everything I needed for that day. And I was like, that's it. That's it. You are amazing. You are wonderful. And I love you. I'm headed to church, putting my worship music on, having a blast, blasting it, having so much fun. I'm enjoying my time. I get to church. I go to class by myself, and I'm there, and I'm enjoying my class, and I'm understanding the class, and then we're talking about boundaries, and we're talking about this, and my teacher comes like, oh, Maria, can I use you as an example? And I said, yeah, no, that's fine. So she comes up to me, she's like, because we're learning about boundaries, but she comes up to me, she's like, you have a gorgeous, beautiful necklace around you, like, may I have it? It's because we're practicing to say no, which I really lack on, but now, like, it's helping me, like, that class is helping me, but yeah, anyway. So she goes like, may I have it? And I go, I don't think so. She was like, no, Maria, you're supposed to say no. You may not have this necklace. And I was like, okay. I was just trying to be nice. She's like, no, because then you let people walk all over you. Like, let's try this again. And I'm like, okay. And then so she's like, what a lovely necklace. It's like, is that white gold? Like, where'd you get that necklace? And I was like, thank you. Like, yes, it is white gold. It was my grandma's. And she's like, oh, what a beautiful necklace your grandma has. Like, may I wear it? And I said, no, you may not. And then she's like, oh, good job. And then she was like, why are you wearing that necklace? Like, what's like the occasion? And I was like, I'm actually getting baptized today. And then the whole class was like, oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, like, yeah. I'm like, oh. I'm like super happy, but like, I was like, oh, attention. But, but from there, she's like, oh, I'll see you in service. And she did. She was so lovely. I love her so much. She is the most nicest, sweetest woman ever. I love her. So she actually comes and she sees me getting baptized. She records me. She's like waving. It was so cute. I love her. From there, oh, I would love to. What? I just thought, why don't you bring her in this podcast? I would love to. So from there, what else? I was telling her a few bit of my life and everything like that. I would like say, blah blah, amazing class, etc. Then the rest, I come downstairs and I go to service because I was like, I want to go to service before I get baptized so I can actually enjoy service. I go to service. I'm there. Amanda's there. We're praising the Lord. We're praising the Lord. Then we had a guest speaker who was so funny. He was so real, so raw. I loved everything that he said. I actually want to watch like the live because on YouTube, like they post like the videos and the lives and stuff like that. I need to go back because I missed like 20 minutes at the end of service. How to fair proof your marriage. I kid you not. He talking about Proverbs. And I told the man, I was like, that's insane because I read that. And I was like, that's it. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're amazing. I was like, wow. Like he said, listen up. Listen up. Like, but anyway, yeah. So I told him, and I was like, that's so crazy because last night I had to read Proverbs 2 and then this morning I read Proverbs 3. I'll tell you guys this real quick. I go upstairs because we have to go in this room before I get baptized. I have to go in this room so they can just like take my attendance, kind of guide us through what we're gonna do, how to do it, and give me like this t-shirt. I should have worn my t-shirt. What am I doing? Oh, honestly, I love this sweater. This was my grandma's sweater, but I should have worn my shirt right now. It's okay. We're there, and I was super excited. And there was this little girl and this little kid, and then 2 other people came way later, like late, like 2 minutes before we had to go. But she was like, "Are you scared?" And I was like, "No, not at all." She's like, "Why are you not scared?" I was like, "Cause like I've been waiting for this moment, and the day has come." And she goes, "Oh, that's so nice." She's like, "I'm scared." And I was like, "Why are you scared?" And she's like, I don't know how it's gonna be. Like, her mom was so kind. She was like, go do your thing. Like, I'll talk to her, I'll calm her down. Because I was just trying to make her feel like at ease and kind of just like kind of kind of calm down her her worries or anything. Like, I don't know. She was just like nervous, And I was just like, oh, and the mom was like, thank you. And I was just like, yeah, because they needed to get ready. I needed to get ready. She didn't want me to waste time, like, I guess, just talking to her. But at the end, when we all sat down to get ready to, like, go in the waters and stuff like that, we were just, like, in this, like, wall, just, like, split seats. And so she was like, can you go first? I'm scared. And I was like, I would love to go first, but it's in alphabetical order. And he's going to be, like, so confused when I go down with your name. And she's like, okay. I was like, but you got it. Like, you got it. You so got it. You have nothing to be afraid of. And she's like, okay. And then at the end, I was like, good luck. And she was like, thank you. And then when it was my turn, she was like, good luck. And she was so cute. I love her. But from there, I sat down. As soon as it was my turn, I was going down in that water. Guys, that water was warm too. It was so nice. Anyway, I sat down. As soon as I sat down, I don't want to cry. As soon as I sat down, I can't even say it. As soon as I sat down, he told me, hey, look up. Like, we're going to take some pictures and videos here. And I'm just like, okay. I was like, smiling, whatever. And then he's like, okay, Marina, you can turn around. And then I just see, like, my family, like, some of them standing up, some of them sitting down there. I'm like, like, waving. And my friends and my teacher, my leader, and my cousin's just right there, like, in front of, like, me. Like, this is the baptizing water. And she's like, she was like, she was like, yeah, I love her. And she was like, and I was like, okay, hi, cheese. okay. So he comes and he's like, all right, like, do you accept Lord Jesus? And I was like, yes. And then I started crying, you guys. I started crying. I was like, yes. And he's like, are you ready? I was like, bro, I blacked out. I'm so sorry. I know, like, I was like, yes. And then like, I baptized you. And then I was like, amen. And then I would go, I get out and I'm like, like, I'm crying. I'm literally crying so bad. I was like, dude, I was crying. Like, I swear, you guys, like, I knew that I was gonna cry, but I didn't think it. Like, I wasn't nervous, but I was praying. I was praying before I got to the water. I was just like, cleanse me of my past. Like, I was just like, cleanse me of everything else. Like, going at it, like, and I said, like, he cleansed me. He did it. He delivered. He delivered. And wow. I got up and I was sobbing like the whole way there. And then as soon as I got to the room, like, the little girl and this other girl as well, they were so kind. And she was like, you did it. I was like, I was like crying. I was trying to hold myself together, like, oh, I was like, I was like crying so bad. And then like from there, everybody had to start like changing out of their, like, because we're soaked wet. We had to change our clothes and everything and all the above. And bruh, you guys, I had to pull myself together and be like, all right, Maria, you gotta change. You can't stop crying. You can't stop crying. I forgot about my microphone. You can't stop crying. And I was just like, okay. I pull myself together. I get ready. After that, I go downstairs. And and then my friends and family see me, and then they start getting up and clapping, going, ah! And I was just like, oh no. I was like, oh no. They were so sweet. I was so overfilled with so much joy from everywhere and everyone. And I was like being like, I wouldn't say bombarded, but I was just like going back and forth, like, oh, and some like people I didn't even know that were there, and I was just like, hi, 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 hi. And then people were just like giving me flowers and then gifts, and I was like, what? I didn't even know that we were like, oh, thank you. I was just like, I had like a bunch of flowers on me and then like gifts, and I was just like, ah. And then everybody was like, ah. And I was like, oh, I didn't say it in the spirit. Oh, I don't know. Like, oh, thank you. Like, I was just like, ah, what's on? I was like, what's happening? But with like all the love possible. And then from there, Amanda told me, she was like, hey, like, they posted you in the group chat. And I was like, what? Oh no. And then so all like my new friends that were making at church, they were like, congratulations, Maria. I was just like, I saw you. I was like, oh, thank you. And then my leader, she's so amazing. I love her. She's so kind. Because before I got baptized, I went to youth group on that Thursday, and we were doing little groups, and we were talking, and we were being vulnerable. And I told them, oh, I'm getting baptized. Like, oh, I need to watch it. I want to watch it. And so she actually showed up. She went to service and she watched me, and I felt so loved. I was like, wow, so kind of you. Thank you so much. Like, you barely know me, and you showed up for me, you know? And it was so kind, love, like, and everything. She comes up to me and she's like, oh, I have this gift for you. I was like, gift? You didn't have to get me anything. And then she was like, no, like, of course. I was like, stop, that's so thoughtful. Like, she barely even knows me. And she's so thoughtful and so nice. And she gave me something to remember. Like, it was just amazing. Like, so loving. Like, felt so much love. And so much support from all these girls and all these people I've been meeting, and my family, of course, and my friends too. Like, I felt so overwhelmed with, like, but in a good way, but like with so much love and joy and peace and abundance, like everything I felt. kind of take some pictures of like of me and take some videos and just like kind of, then I sit down and I'm just like, wow, like I didn't cry the rest of the day. I didn't. I was just like so loved, and I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. I love you so much. Like, thank you for doing this to me. Thank you for cleansing me. Thank you for restoring my heart and my mind and my soul and everything. Like, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for making me new and everything. It was just the most amazing feeling in the world, and I definitely feel 100% new. I love my coworkers, but one of my coworkers today, he was just like, oh, you're a new person today. I was like, stop, like, I love it, thank you, yes I am. And he was like, how'd it go? I was like, it was so good. Like, I love it. I was just like talking about it in the way that like I've been feeling it, in the way after and everything. It's just been absolutely amazing. I can't even explain it. But I think enough said on my baptism, enough said on the Bible study, enough said on the wonders. Even though like I don't want to say enough said on the wonders, but I want to finish this podcast today with reading Proverbs 2 and 3, and I feel like we can call it a day. We're gonna finish off here, you guys, even though I would love to keep talking to you guys and yapping. I'm a big yapper, as you can see. I've been yapping, but we're gonna read Proverbs chapter 2 and 3, and we're gonna go on with the day, because actually my mind was just like, read Matthew today, which honestly I should read Matthew, and I feel like I'm being called to read Matthew, but I know for a fact that Matthew was such a beautiful that I want to have an entire episode talking about Matthew and everything that was said. Bro, I tried so hard not to highlight the entire thing, and there's some specific things that I would like to talk about which doesn't tie up to this episode. So Proverbs it is. Matthew would be next. I will talk about that. And I would also be reading Psalms, like chapters 1 through 10, like I was telling you guys. So something of that, I don't know why it's telling me it's going to correlate with Matthew. So I'm just going to wait it off. It's going to happen, but I'm going to wait it off. So it says, the benefits of wisdom. My child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord, and you will gain knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. He guards the path of the just and protects those who are faithful to him. Then you will understand what is right, just, and fair, and you will find the right way to go. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Wise choices will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe. Wisdom will save you from the evil people, from those whose words are twisted. These men turn from the right way to walk down dark paths. They take pleasure in doing wrong, and they enjoy the twisted ways of evil. Their actions are crooked, and their ways are wrong. Wisdom will save you from the immortal woman, from the seductive words of the promiscuous woman, she had abandoned her husband and ignored the covenant she made before God. Entering her house leads to death. It is the road to the grave. The man who visits her is doomed. He will never reach the paths of life. So follow the steps of the good and stay on the path of righteousness, for only the godly will live in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be uprooted. I hope you guys like that one. That's my favorite so far. I love it. I honestly have been having too many favorites from the Bible, which I love because like the Bible is amazing. But chapter 3, yeah, for sure. Chapter 3, it says trusting. I'm sorry. It says trusting in the Lord. Okay. I cracked myself up. So it says, my child, never forget the things I have taught you. Store my commands in your heart. If you do this, you will live many years, and your life will be satisfying. Never let loyalty and kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Then you will find favor with both God and the people, and you will earn a good reputation. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Do not Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Then you will have healing for your body and strength for your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. Then He will fill your barns with grain and your vats with overflow with good wine. I think I said that word wrong. I'm sorry. My child, don't reject the Lord's discipline, and don't be upset when He corrects you. For the Lord corrects those He loves, just as a father and a child in a womb He delights. Joyful is the person who finds wisdom, for one who gains understanding. For wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. She offers you long life in her right hand, and riches and honors in her left. She will guide you down delightful paths, and her ways are satisfying. Wisdom is a tree of life to those who embrace her. Happy ever those who hold her tightly. By wisdom the Lord founded the earth. By understanding He creates the heavens. By His knowledge the deep fountains of the earth burst forth, and the dew settles beneath the night sky. My child, don't lose sight of common sense and discernment. Hang on to them, for they will refresh your soul. They are like jewels on a necklace. They keep you safe on your way, and your feet will not stumble. You can go to bed without fear. You will lie down and sleep soundly. You need not to be afraid of sudden disasters or the destruction that comes upon the wicked. For the Lord is your security. He will keep your foot from being caught in a trap. Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it's your power to help them. If you can't help your neighbor now, don't say, "Come back tomorrow, then I'll help you." Do not plot harm against your neighbor, for those who live nearby trust you. Do not pick a fight without a reason when no one has done you harm. Don't envy violent people or copy their ways. Such wicked people are detestable to the Lord, but he offers his friendship to the godly. The Lord curses the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the upright. The Lord mocks the mockers, but is graceful to the humble. The wise inherit honor, but the fools are put to shame. That's chapter 2 and 3. I hope you guys liked it because I surely did. I had so much love and happiness reading those 2 chapters, especially before my baptism, the night before and the day of. It was truly meant for me to listen to and hear, and I hope that that helps, or it's something that you guys needed to listen and hear as well. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for every single one who's watching me on the screen or listening to me. You are loved. You are so loved. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night or day or any time, any place that you are watching this. Like I say in every single episode, I hope you guys go to him today, have a conversation with him. He knows all, he sees all. Don't be afraid to talk to him. He's gonna help you, he's gonna be there for you. Everything takes time. And the day that you're willing to step foot and be like, okay, now it's my turn. I want this for myself. I want to be with him. I want to be closer with him. Even if you think that you're so far gone, and I was saying that, actually, so funny. I said that a few days ago. I said, if you're willing to forgive others, forgive yourself, and he will sure forgive you. He's going to give you all the tools that you need. Trust me on that. He is going to give you all the tools that you need because he surely has. Even things that I didn't even know that I needed help on or worked on, or that push or this and that. Whatever the case may be, he sure gave me all the tools and has been doing things that I didn't even notice until actually this episode right now, which I love. I love when I just find things that I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that he was doing this for me, and he is, and he's been working on that secretly. Well, not really, but like, yeah, at the same time, it's like the most amazing feeling ever. If you're ever afraid at all, or don't know where to go, don't know what to do, sit down and speak, and even if it's to a loved one or to a friend or to a pastor or somebody that you trust, anything at all. You are so loved and cared for. He loves you so much. He cares for you guys so much. Even if you think you're so far gone, or even if you think he may not, doesn't even know me, or he did know me, but now he's not proud of me. Like, boy, girl, daughter, son, whatever. He will never let us stray. He is going to pick us up and come back for us and find us if we're willing to be found and willing to be picked up, if that makes sense. So have a conversation with him. You don't even have, like, I always say, like, go pray with him, go talk to him. Have a conversation with him. And let it all, like, just explode on him. Last episode I had like a little homework assignment. I wonder if you guys did it or remember even what it was. If you did, comment down below if you remember, or if you did it. I really want to know what you guys have to say or what you guys did or worked on.
really, 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 really want to know. I'm so intrigued because these are stuff that I've been doing on my own, and knowing that other people are doing it and like their different perspective and like thoughts and everything that they've been doing as well, like it's so nice. Even if you have to go back to that last episode, skip to the end and just kind of like see like what the homework was if you forgot, or maybe you wrote it down or whatever. If you don't want to share it, that's completely fine, but I would love if you guys share it with me. um Even if it's in the comment section or you secretly message me, I don't mind it. I really want to know. I'm so intrigued. I hope you guys did it, and if not, it's okay. But like I said, my every homework is just go talk to him, have a conversation with him. He loves you. He misses you. He misses you so much. Like you don't even know it, but he misses you so much. And then once you talk to him, it's gonna be like, oh my goodness, where have you been? Like he's so excited. He's so eager. He is, and trust me, I know he is. Oh man, what a beautiful feeling! Like truly, what a beautiful feeling! God, I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm so happy, you guys. I want you guys to out loud in your head be like, what should I read today? Just open up, or even in the app or anything, or even if it's the verse of the day. You know what? Let's do this. Whatever day that you guys are watching this, comment down a verse that you like, or comment down a verse in the app or whatever app you guys have, or even if it's a Bible app or not, or the verse that you saw today or this week or anything that really stood out for you. And if you haven't, look at the time right now. What's the time? Because I feel like he's definitely going to tell you through that time. What's that time right now? And you're going to search it up. Even if it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon or like 12 or anything, just and then put the two dots. I forgot what those two dots were called. I'm so sorry. Put the time and then write verse. And please, I beg of you, please comment that verse or whatever it said or whatever you found or your verse, your favorite thing. It doesn't matter. I want to read it. I really want to read it, and I want to highlight it, and I want to, for the next episode, I want to share those verses with everybody and share what I think of these verses and actually dive deep into these verses. I really, really, really would love to do that. Please. I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic night, day, all the above. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this. I don't even remember if this is episode 5, 6, or 7. I'm so sorry. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.